Annyeonghaseyo. Hello.
You have visited Korea for 5 years in a row from 2012 to 2016. What was your impression on Korea?
I like the country very much. It's a beautiful country. The people are very nice, very polite, and I've been very fortunate to see many different parts of Korea, not just Seoul, which is a metropolis, one of the big, exciting cities in the world, but I've seen some parts of Korea which I particularly liked. We went once to the south of the peninsula, to Mokpo, which I liked very much, on the sea there. And another thing which I like about Korea is the food. I love Korean food.
You have been around the world to perform for many audiences from different countries. What do you think of the Korean audience?
Well, the Korean audiences are very warm and they show their appreciation with great enthusiasm, which is always very inspiring. So I always like to come back to Korea to play for the Korean people.
How have you been preparing your program for the Korean tour? How did you choose repertoire this year?
Well, we have one section of the program which is a tribute to Tommy Riley, who was my mentor. This year marks the centenary of Tommy Riley's birth, so I have chosen some of his compositions and some of his arrangements. And as we're going to play one of the concerts in the Mozart Hall in Seoul, we will obviously play also some music by the great Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and some of my own pieces, of course. And in addition, at the end of the concert, we're going to play some songs which I know are very popular and very famous in Korea, some Korean pieces, and also a couple of Norwegian songs which I know have been very successful in Korea. One of them, of course, is Vårsøg, which I recorded many, many years ago with Henning Sommerud, the composer, who is a very close friend of mine. And this year I'm also going to include another Norwegian song which was written by another friend of mine, Rolf Løvland, who has the famous group Secret Garden. So I'm sure that many Koreans will recognize the song, which I think in Korean means something like a wonderful day in October.
What is the great thing about the harmonica? What is most appealing to you about the harmonica, the instrument?
The harmonica is a very expressive instrument. You can use it to express many different types of feelings, from happiness to sadness, and it's a very personal instrument because it is the only instrument which is played both by inhaling and exhaling. Now, on other wind or brass instruments, you always breathe out, you exhale, you blow. On the harmonica, it's both blowing and drawing, so it's actually part of your own breath. That's why it's such a personal instrument, and this is one of the things I love, because you can make so many little differences in tone color on the harmonica, so it's a very expressive little instrument.
And finally, do you have any few words for Korean fans?
Well, I'm delighted to see that there are some young up-and-coming harmonica players in Korea. One of them is currently studying with me here in Norway now, Yoon Sok Lee, who's a very talented and hard-working young musician. And over the years I've also had the pleasure of conducting some workshops and master classes for other harmonica players in Korea, and I'm pleased to see that there's some up-and-coming talent. So apart from that, I look forward to performing again for, as I said, the very receptive and enthusiastic Korean audiences, and my friend Ivar Anton Vågård, who plays the piano for me, and myself, we're always delighted to come back to Korea to meet our fans and friends there.